today's guest, the one, the only, Amy Lee.
Welcome. We're so happy to have you back at Build today.
It's great to be back.
Oh, okay. That was a pretty dark trailer that we saw there, and a beautiful song to accompany it.
Thanks.
I understand you watched the film, and then you actually wrote the song based on what you saw there, right?
Right.
So how did that all come about for you, inspiration-wise?
Well, first of all, I should probably say I think it's so many things, this film. I think it defies genre. It's so much more than just a scary movie. It's beautiful, it's sad, it's romantic, it's a little bit scary, it's a little bit supernatural at times. It really sucked me in. So Eric Howell, the director, thought of me on his own, which is so cool when that happens, and tracked me down and talked to me about maybe writing the song for his film. And so that started with, check it out and see what you think of it. So he let me see it at my house, and I instantly just fell in love with it. I love this movie. I'm so excited to finally see it. I think the edit's probably changed since the last time I saw it too, so that's always fun. And like, oh, it's gonna be like the one that I fell in love with. It is. It's awesome. So I saw it right away. It felt really connected. It's I'm a new mom. I have a 2.5-year-old, and there's a big part of this, like a central theme that's about this extreme like love between a mother and son that is so strong, you know, that it conquers death. It goes beyond that. So even though she's died, there's something still going on. That really spoke to me. That really inspired me. I spoke to the director and the composer, and we all were just really riffing and on the same page as far as what we wanted it to be like, you know, when it hit that ending moment. And I went and started writing the song right away, and like very quickly started coming up with the initial idea, and they liked it, and then we went from there.
And the rest is history. And now it's a part of the movie that'll be out later this year. Not too long. I think it's coming out in April. So so we'll be able to see it full on. You recorded it at Skywalker Ranch, right? Yes, which is so cool. What was that experience like?
Man, I wish we had more time. It was like the ultimate writing camp. Like, it's the perfect place to create something. I wish that more places felt that way. Just everything that you need at your disposal without feeling like there's people everywhere. It's like you're out in nature and there's like a vineyard and animals walking around. This goat kept following me everywhere. It was just like, where am I? And I stayed there, which is part of what's really cool about it, when you get to do the thing where you stay there. I was there for a couple of days. And they give you a bike. Like, they're just bikes on racks.
Huh.
Yeah, there's no cars. Yeah. You just like ride your bike past the vineyard to the beautiful recording studio in the middle of the night when you have a crazy idea, and just start playing. And that's what I did. It was beautiful. The part that was something that was really special about that experience was I'd actually never been away from my son Jack before that, and it meant leaving from New York and going for a couple days to California. And it was really hard. Like, we'd never even been overnight away. So I knew that I wanted to do it, and I knew that I should do it. But it was a little bit of a struggle. I cried a little bit on the plane. As soon as I got, like, we left and we're in the air, I was okay. But it just really put me in the exact place that I needed to be in, like, to channel that emotion and to write the song the way that it is, and to perform it the way that it is. So I'm really proud of it.
Well, we're really happy with the results as well.
Thanks.
So the film stars Emilia Clarke. A lot of us know her from Game of Thrones. Can you talk a little bit about her role in the film? And you're a Game of Thrones fan yourself. So
who isn't?
Yeah.
I mean,
right?
that's
how many of you guys are Game of Thrones fans?
Like, who likes water, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's amazing. She's an incredible actress, very powerful, strong female. I really look up to her a lot. So basically, she is like, this boy's never spoken since his mother died, and the point is they're trying to help that. And this is back in time. It's like in the 50s in Tuscany, Italy. So basically, they bring Emilia Clarke's character in to like help him, to kind of counsel him and hang out with him and try to see what's wrong and get him to speak again and to get better. And it gets just more complicated than anybody expects after that. It's really cool.
So yeah, you have to see the film to see how what actually unfolds there.
She's amazing.
Yeah, and so do you have any how do you fit in Game of Thrones with your busy schedule to watch it?
I rarely do. I am so not up to date. My husband is super into it, so like whenever I come downstairs from my writing hole, like it's like that's usually what's going on, and I'm like, okay, cool. Take a break from what I'm doing, watch this for a while. Yeah.
Do you have any other shows that you're into that you actually have time to squeeze in?
You know what the thing is now? It's not like there's ever a show that comes on and it's on every week anymore. Like when I was growing up, it's like you binge watch something, like it's 2 movies or 3 movies, and then you don't see it again for another year, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
So I've binge watched a few things that I totally love. I really like this show called *Halt and Catch Fire*. Love it.
Okay.
Love it's kind of in the 80s and techie and really good. I really like Silicon Valley.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got some Silicon Valley fans out here. Okay.
Yeah, I like random shows, but you know.
So you've written scores before for films, as you've written songs for films before. How is this different, better, harder?
This was really just natural. It felt like it was meant to be. Writing a score is a much bigger undertaking, honestly, because it's not like, okay, I have to write a song for this. I mean, parts of it are sometimes, but mostly it's like, how do you channel the emotion of what's going on and make them feel the suspense of the thing that's about to happen? It's just like a lot, and it's definitely about pleasing exactly what the director is looking for a lot of times. Not that this wasn't that too, but I know how to write a song, you know? Like, it's like, okay, we want to start kind of with this feeling and then take it from there, and I just did that. So I've definitely gone through like the kind of writer's block where you're sitting around just waiting to feel inspired for like months, and you're like, man, everything I come up with is crap. And then other times things just flow out, and this was just a really quick flow out thing. And then to be able to go to Skywalker and work with some really great talented people on a film that I really love, just made it all pretty easy.
So you've done the albums thing, you've done scores, you've done songs for movies. Would you ever think of doing maybe a musical?
I've thought about it before. It would just have to be the right project.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. It'd have to be something really unique. I don't know.
So this movie is dark on some level. The song is kind of dark. You know, as part of Evanescence, a part of your solo career on some level. Well, you know, people might associate you with dark songs, but that's not all you've done. Where do you find that darkness, and where do you tap into?
I don't know. Like I used to maybe have a clear answer for that, but now I feel like I just gravitate, like we all do, towards certain sounds. You know, like the things that I love in music that I hear when I'm listening to the radio or whatever else, it just always has that. It's got that sort of depth, darkness. There's something else to this. Like there's more to the story. That's what sucks me in. That's what I love about music a lot of the time. And yeah, like you said, not everything I've written has been like that. But I love big, heavy synth bass. When something comes in, it's got a really cool, big, heavy synth bass. I love it. I love it. Army of Me. Like, there's so many great songs like that. But I don't know why. Why do we like what we like? And then sometimes it's cool when you always like a certain thing, so it makes you go 100% the other way, and then fall in love with a really happy pop song just because it's so different.
Yeah. Well, are you listening? Like, would you have a favorite pop song of all time?
Of all time?
Or one that's out on the radio now?
It's ever changing. Yeah. Well, I fell in love with L'Amore Assiste, this Italian song. Watch me tie it into my stuff.
Okay.
When I was in Italy. Totally a pop song, but again, had something that was like a little bit more, going on, something that I could feel like in my spirit, even not able to understand the words. Had to crawl inside the song, so made my own version and made it in English, and I love it. So that's called Love Exists.
And that's new too. That just came out just a couple of months ago, right? Or a month ago, right? In February. Is that a sign of what's to come? Will we see more solo Amy Lee material coming out soon?
You will eventually, but right now, actually, the next focus is Evanescence stuff.
Right.
Thank you. We're going on tour in just a couple of weeks. We'll be in South America, and then a few weeks after that, we'll be in Europe for a month. A lot of travel. Trying to balance that with being a mom is hard. And then all the time in between, including right now, we're working on something. And it's not quite the right time to tell you exactly what it is. We are working on it, it's a new album, but it's not just a straightforward, next Evanescence album, it's something else. So just manage and prepare yourself for what you're waiting for to be something different. And it involves more, I can't tell. It's just,
come on, you're teasing us!
I had this crazy, harebrained idea like 2 years ago, and finally have like all the people around me that are like, let's make that happen. So I'm just doing something, you're just going to go with it. You're going to like it.
We're going to like it. All right, similar sound.